Hey guys, my name's Kuya Kurt. I like to travel around to different parts of the Philippines, eating at local restaurants, practicing my Tagalog. Today we are at the kanto of Domingo M. Guevara and Calbayog streets dito sa Cubao. Cubao ba ito? Ay, hindi Cubao. Mandaluyong. Mandaluyong ito, guys. You know it's Mandaluyong because it is just so crazy busy. There's so much traffic. It's only 10 a.m. here in the Philippines, and people have been up and at 'em for 4 or 5 hours already. Oh, kamusta? Ha? Dito lang. Ha? Mamaya lang. So let's get across the craziness here, guys. I love these kind of vlogs because they come about from me just driving around randomly, looking for Karenderyas where there's lots of people, and then I go eat there. So today we are at Irish Eatery, kung saan natatagpuan ang pinakamasarap na pakain sa buong Mandaluyong daw. So here at Irish Eatery, guys, they have a whole bunch of different ulams. I'm really excited to try. The owner of Irish Eatery himself is in the back cooking. So I'm really excited. So there's lots of people here, guys. I don't wanna bother anyone else, but let's pasok tayo. At tignan natin, guys, kung ano ang meron. We're gonna have to hurry and decide, guys, because there's lots of people behind me and I don't want to hold up the line. Membek, anong pinakamabenta ngayon araw?
Sisig pa rin.
Yung sisig?
Yes,
Oh, sige.
Sisig, bestseller.
Bestseller. Kuya, pwede yung sisig sa akin, tapos isang takal ng kanin?
Takal ng kanin.
Siyempre yan, hindi kompleto yung pakain kung walang kanin. Thank you, kuya. Guys, this is legit. Actually, kuya, pwede din kalahating order ng menudo ba ito?
Wala tayong half.
Walang half?
Yeah.
O sige, isang order na lang. Full order na lang. Guys, check this out. Ayun, thank you, kuya. Okay, guys. Delicado yan, guys. Let me put the microphone up here. And of course, guys, as you know, at every Karenderya, you are in charge of getting your own utensils. So right here we have tinidor at saka cuchara. And just do a quick look, guys, because sometimes there's just a little bit of food that might be left over there. They do a great job of washing and cleaning, but you never know. Sometimes there's just a little bit that can be left over. So you just want to make sure. So, all right, let's get all this crap out of here. And let's grab ourselves a drink. Guys, I'm really feeling a Mountain Dew today, but I've been so good on my diet and I don't want to ruin it. So we're gonna stick with tubig na lang. Ay, naubos. Looks like the water dispenser is out, so let's see if we can just grab ourselves. Ay. They saw that it was out, they're gonna check. Papalitin nyo ito? Ah, sige. May tubig kayo sa bote? Pwede ba yung isa? Ay, galing. Thank you, kuya. Okay, guys, we got our tubig. We got our kanin, we got our sisig, and we got our menudo. Everything that a growing boy needs to be big and strong. Let's get you guys set up. Okay, so here we have our complete meal, guys. So this is a great example, guys, of just like a fantastically run Karenderya. So here we have lots of ample seating. We've got fans and also fans. We got lots of seating, and then over there it's very much cafe, or not a cafe, cafeteria style kainan, where people come in. You see exactly what you want. Toro. That's one of the names that they call Karenderyas here in the Philippines, is point. Toro. Where basically it's just everything's on display and you just kind of point at what you want. They don't do half orders here. They only do full orders. So I definitely wanted to try the sisig, as that's their best seller. Here's the sisig. If you guys don't know, sisig is a man. How do you even describe sisig? It's the jowls and the ears of the pig. The jowls, the ears, and I think maybe some other parts of the pig. They chop it up. It's very spicy. There's some milk that they use in there. It's such a delicious, delicious meal. It's one of my most favorite Filipino ulams, or toppings that goes on a rice. And then menudo is like a tomato-based stew. And it can be, menudo can be either pork-based, it can be goat, it can be any kind of meat, and it's just the way that it's prepared. So I'm very excited to try this. And this is my first Karenderya meal here in Mandaluyong in quite some time, because we've been doing a lot of traveling for the vlog, guys. We were up in San Juan, La Union, where we had Typhoon Imang, which was lots of fun. I was just kidding, guys. That was not fun at all. I'm super excited to head back up there because we raised, thanks to you guys, we raised over $5,000 for the victims of Typhoon Imang. So we're gonna head back up there, and so that's something like, it's almost 300,000 pesos. So we're gonna use that to help a lot of the restaurants we were scheduled to eat at. We're gonna help them repair their roofs. We're gonna help them repair their homes that were flooded. We're going to give out a lot of money to people that we meet to help them in their daily lives. I'm really excited to help distribute that money, and that's all because of you guys. So palakpakan natin kayo, guys. Thank you so much for your guys's. And what an amazing, what a freaking amazing opportunity, and that is for me to be able to use this platform that you guys have given me for something. Such a great cause. I'm so grateful to you guys. I'm just beyond words. Thank you guys. So we're gonna try the sisig first, guys. Very excited. It smells very good. I can already tell it's gonna be a little spicy. Sisig is a little spicy by itself, so we're gonna give it a try and see just how spicy. Let's make sure we have the water on standby. So sisig, guys, of Irish Karenderya, Irish eatery dito in Mandaluyong, Manila, Pilipinas. It's spicy. I think I love sisig. Ooh. Oh, the nose is already starting to get runny, guys. I think I love sisig because it's depending on who's cooking it and what region it's coming from. I believe it originates in Pampanga, which is like, I think a 2-hour drive north of Manila. But depending on what region it comes from, it can vary slightly in its flavor, and depends on who cooks it as well. That's one of the great things about Filipino. Oh my gosh, it's hot. Ooh, that's spicy, that's a good sili. So depending on who cooks it, you can have it, the flavor profile can change just a little bit. Oh my gosh. Very good and very spicy. And of course, my favorite thing about sisig, guys, is the crunch. Malutong siya. It's very crunchy. I don't know what the owner was doing, but he was like raising a glass of, like, I think beer at me from behind the counter. I don't know if he wanted a drink or if he wanted to give me a drink. It's so funny, like half the staff is like peeking. Sumasilip, guys, sa how do you call the corner of a wall? Would it be the sulok ng dingding? Sulok ng pader? What would that be called? The corner of a wall. If I wanted to say the staff are peeking from behind the corner at me, sinisilip ng staff ako mula sa kanto ng dingding, mula sa sulok ng dingding. How would you say that? I'm at the point in my fluency, guys, where like I feel like I can understand almost everything in normal day-to-day conversation, but as I'm talking to people, but mostly everything in daily conversation, guys, I think I can understand, but there's occasionally words that I don't understand, but I can kind of understand just through context. But I feel like my fluency, I'm like 70% right now. Like 70% of all the words I hear, I can understand. And of course, that's spoken conversation. That's daily conversation. That's not like including the really deep malalim Tagalog that people don't really use. That stuff I hardly understand. Guys, it looks like We have 2 kinds of peppers. Oh my gosh. If you guys like a spicy sisig, this is the place to be. For me, I just like it a little bit spicy. I'm trying to get a little bit better at eating spicy foods. Let's get some of the peppers out because we'll leave those for someone else. Someone's listening to the Bugs Bunny opera music. I forget what the name of that classical music. I only know that song because there was a Bugs Bunny cartoon of him at the opera. You guys, I don't know if you guys saw those. It's where Bugs Bunny is at the opera and he's messing with the opera singer. It's one of my most favorite childhood cartoons. It's just really good sisig and it's really spicy, guys. The milkiness of it, just fantastic. But this is like a regular Karenderya, guys. Lots of activity, people coming and going, takeout orders to stay. Gusto mo ng shoutout, kuya? Gusto mo? Guys, may shoutout.
Shoutout po sa
Ayun, tamang-tama yun. Guys, if ever tinatanong ko kayo na gusto nyo ng shoutout, yan ang ganyan na shoutout na tamang-tama. Sakto lang. I would consider this more of, I don't know how well you guys can hear me when the microphone's up here. This is what I would consider a more upscale Karenderya because they have lots of staff, lots of food, great location, lots of traffic. They've got a TV, they got fans. I would probably say that 50% of the Karenderyas that I have been to, this doesn't mean that all of them are like this, but about 50% of the Karenderyas that I've been to are usually the smaller, locally owned mom and pop Karenderyas where they're built right out of a person's home. Maybe they transform like the living room of their house or the garage of their house into a Karenderya and they cook the food in their own home kitchen and they serve it. And then you have another 25% that are kind of like this, where they're a little bit more upscale. They have multiple staff, lots of business. It's probably been around for a few years. And then the last remaining 25% are probably a little bit more upscale, where it's like they've got air conditioning inside. They've got a dynamic menu. But most of the Karenderyas you go to, guys, are going to be the small mom and pop ones. Well, I mean, I guess depending on where you want to go eat. You guys will have to tell me. I asked this yesterday. In yesterday's vlog, I was at an Italian restaurant here in Mandaluyong, which was really, really good. But during the meal, like my nose was getting really runny. And I asked the camera, I was like, why does my nose get really runny when I eat food a lot of times? Like right now. I don't know if it's like I've got like, I don't know, post-nasal drip or something like that. But I asked if there's any doctors or ENT specialists in the comments. You can tell me why. My nose is always running. Alright guys, sisig, absolutely delicious. Let's try the menudo. Oh yeah. I probably should have got like another half a scoop of rice, but we'll make do. We got the menudo, guys. Gosh, my nose, my stupid nose. I'm really excited for this. Menudo ni Irish Karenderya dito sa Mandaluyong. That's a good menudo. It's got a good tomato taste. It's got potatoes, pork. It's so funny about pork because there's a lot of people who don't eat pork for either. There's a lot of people who don't eat pork either for religious reasons or health reasons. And growing up in Utah, I never met anyone who didn't eat pork. We all ate pork. It was just part of life. I thought it was completely normal. Bacon, sausage. I mean, what else do you make pork out of? Lots of stuff out of pork. And then when I moved to New York City after college, I graduated from college in 2012. And then I moved to New York City. I graduated in May of 2012. And then in September of 2012, on September 3rd actually of 2012, I moved to New York City, not really having any plans. I didn't have a job. I didn't know anyone in New York City. I had just turned 30 and I was like, you know what? I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I'm just gonna make a drastic decision and just go. So I moved to New York. I lived in a motel that was it's basically a motel for veterans. I forget what it's called, but they have them all over the world where for very affordable rates, like $45 a night or something like that, you basically get a bed in a dorm room style room. So it's usually 2 beds in a room. You have to share it with someone. Your own cabinet that you can lock up all of your clothes and belongings in during the day. And then you have a shared bathroom. So like your own private shower stalls, but you share the bathrooms. So I lived there for about 3 weeks while I looked for an apartment in New York City. veterans, I forget what it's called, but they're all over the world. And I finally got a job at a bank, JP Morgan Chase. I got accepted into their management training program, which was specifically for veterans, because the CEO of JP Morgan Chase, Jamie Dimon, is a really big fan of supporting veterans, which is awesome. So I got accepted into a training program of theirs to become a branch manager of a retail bank. And so during my 1-year training program, I got to work at a bunch of different locations of retail banks in and around the New York City area. And I was assigned to Brooklyn for about 6 months, and I met so many Jewish, what are they called? Private bankers? Not private bankers. They're the guys at the bank. What are they called? They're the people at a retail bank when you walk in, that they're the ones that like set you up with an account or help you open up like an investment account, things like that. What are private bankers? Anyway, there was a lot of them in Brooklyn, just a very big Jewish population. And there was one guy, I forget his name, but we used to take our lunch breaks together, a very cool guy. He used to serve in the IDF, the Israeli Defense, basically the army of Israel, because it's mandatory over there. And then after he was done, he moved to America, got into banking. But I talked to him, and I was like, he was telling me about being Jewish and Judaism, all the rules that come with Judaism. And he's like, we can't eat pork, and we can't eat cheese and meat together. I was like, why can't you eat cheese and meat together? He's like, because in the Bible, in the Torah, the Old Testament, there's a verse that says something about not eating the meat of the calf with the milk of the mom or something like that. Well, basically it's interpreted where you can't eat cheese and meat together. So if you ever go to like a Jewish pizzeria in Brooklyn, they'll either have meat on their pizzas and no cheese, or they'll have cheese on the pizza but no meat. So he was telling me about a time a few years prior where he had his first bacon cheeseburger. So it's like a triple threat in Judaism. It had pork, which is bawal, and it had milk and meat together, which is bawal. So he ate the cheeseburger, the bacon cheeseburger, and he said he bit into it, and he said it was the most delicious thing he'd ever tasted in his entire life. And he finished it, and then he said after that he had this like immense feeling of guilt, and he said he's never done it again since. He's like stayed true to his religion, which, you know, good for him. If you have a conviction and you stay true to it despite it being difficult, I think that's very admirable, even though I think cheeseburgers are absolutely delicious. I tell that story simply because I love pork, but I know it's not everybody eats it for religious reasons or personal reasons, so I totally understand. But it is really good. I love pork. So versatile. The only thing that's sad though, guys, is like the older I get, the more, what's the Tagalog word here? Maawain. The more like, what's the word where you like feel empathy for others? Malasakit. The more malasakit I become for others, including animals. And so I see a lot of videos about pigs and cows, and like, I'm totally all for, you know, eating animals, because at the end of the day, all of us are biological machines. When you zoom in to any living organism at the very smallest level, all of us are just individual cells that are working together to stay alive and be successful in life in terms of procreation. And that includes animals. But it's a fact of life that you have to consume other living things to live yourself, and that includes plants, that includes animals. All of us consume sunlight. The plants consume sunlight, animals consume plants, and then we consume plants and animals. So I mean, when it all comes down to it, we're all just eating sunlight, diba? We're all eating starlight. Oh my gosh, is that buko juice? Guys, we might get ourselves a buko juice after this, because it is hot, hot, hot. But the older I get, like the more like malasakit I become, the more I feel empathy for other animals. So I feel like it's totally normal to have to eat animals, but at the same time, I feel like that as humans, we could do a much better job of like giving animals a good quality of life. Even though it might be a shortened life, we can do our best to make sure that they are comfortable and happy for the short life that they live. And then, you know, they're slaughtered and their bodies are used to sustain the life of others, which I think that's a great thing. But I don't know, I just feel so sad for a lot of animals when you see the videos of like chickens who can't walk because genetically they've been altered to be so fat that their legs collapse after 3 months, or pigs that are crammed together in, you know, tight living spaces. I just feel so bad, but now I'm just depressed while I'm eating pig. Anyway, it's tough because I know as a single individual, there's not much you can do. It's the duality of life. You want to help others live a good life and a happy life and a fulfilling life, but your social circle, your sphere of influence is only so big. So I don't know. I have high hopes for the future that as a species, humans become more malasakit towards other humans and animals. I don't know if it'll happen in my lifetime. I hope it does, but I hope that's sometime in the future. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. Let's go. Just kidding, guys. The cop is sitting right next to me. Guys, how do I say in Tagalog, am I under arrest? Naarestado ba ako? Kinikulungan mo ba ako? Is that right? Basta kuya, kinikulungan mo ba ako? I don't know if that's right, but Kuya just went like this. He didn't say a single thing. You guys, I am sweating like crazy here. Okay, guys. Let's see how much we owe. Let's pay up, and we're gonna leave a nice tip for the staff, guys, as we always do. And that's thanks to you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys, it's so fun. You guys, like, when I first started vlogging last year, like, I knew that I wanted to give back a portion of the YouTube revenue to the people who are helping me make content. And back when we started, we didn't make very much money. We didn't make any money at all, actually. It was all just me going into debt on a credit card. But like if the meal cost 150 pesos, I would leave 300 pesos as a tip. If the meal cost 100 pesos, I would leave 200. And now it's so amazing, guys. You guys are so fantastic. We're able to leave 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 peso tips to these Karenderyas. And I'm so excited for the day when the channel grows and the views get larger and we're able to leave 5,000 peso tips, 10,000 peso tips. Imagine if every single video we did, we were able to leave 50,000 pesos as tips to these small local owners or the staff. I'm so excited for that day. And that's all because of you guys, and I'm so thankful. So, let's get the hell out of here. Let's grab our bayad, and let's surprise them with a little tip, guys. Oh, busog na!
Busog na, masarap!
Pinakamasarap sa buong Mandaluyong.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Magkano po yan sa akin?
Okay na.
Hindi babayad ako. Bawal yung free food sa channel ko. Kailangan na magbayad.
Ay, ganon ba? O,
Ganon.
sige.
So may isang menudo, may isang sisig,
Okay.
may malaking tubig, at isang takal ng kanin.
Bolo ka.
150, guys, 150. So may 2,000 ako dito. May konting tip para sa inyong lahat.
Thank you so much. Happy sa akin.
So ako ang bahala sa merienda niyo mamaya.
Kuya Kurt, birthday ko ngayon.
Talaga? Totoo ba yun? Happy birthday kay Ma'am Vic. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, ha?
Thank you.
You know me? Yeah. Totoo ba yun? Binabola mo ba ako? Sige, thank you, ha? Sige, thank you, Ma'am Vic.
Thank you po.
Maraming salamat po. Ingat po kayo. Paalam. Guys, may shoutout.
Kuya Kurt.
Ayun, galing. Thank you, guys. Ingat po. Ito, kuya.
Thank you.
We're gonna cause a traffic accident here, guys. Okay, successful vlog, guys. I am sweaty, sweaty, sweaty. Ma'am Vic was so kind and so mabait. Happy birthday to Miss Vic. Hopefully your birthday is full of kasiyahan, kapayapaan, mga kaibigan, mga pamilya, lahat-lahat. Whew, that menudo and that sisig filled me up. I am full. So anyway, guys, this is the street where Irish Karenderya is located. There are so many iba't ibang mga karenderya dito, guys. So many different kainan. We got vape shops. We got burger stands. This is just the Philippines, guys. You can go to almost any street in a city. It doesn't matter if you're in Palawan, San Juan, Masbate, Davao, Mandaluyong. It doesn't matter where, guys. This is what most Filipino streets will look like in the city. Lots of shops, lots of traffic, and giant statues of, is that Michael, the Archangel? I don't know. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the vlog. Stay tuned for more exciting vlogs. We're gonna be heading to Thailand in 13 days, which I'm super excited for. I've never been there before. Never had real authentic Thai food in Thailand, and there's also several Filipino restaurants in Bangkok that we're gonna go visit and see if they have like a a twist on Filipino food with like a Filipino Thai fusion, or if it's just hardcore Filipino food in Thailand. I'm super excited to try it. So stay tuned for those vlogs, guys. I'm so appreciative that you're all here with me, na palagi kayong sumasama sa akin, sinasamahan nyo ako sa aking mga vlog na ito. Parang kayo ang pamilya ko, mga kaibigan ko kayo. Parang dito kayo palagi, kumakain kayo sa kasama sa akin. Basta masaya. Nagpapasalamat ako talaga sa inyong lahat, guys. So, hanggang sa susunod, maraming salamat sa inyong pagsama sa vlog. Ako si Kuya Kurt. Mahal ko kayo. Mahal ko kayo. Kasi marami kayo, hindi mahal kita. Isa lang doon. Mahal ko kayong lahat. Mag-ingat kayo, mag-ingat sila sa inyo. Hanggang sa susunod, ako si Kuya Kurt. Kita-kits.